Welcome to Fast Travel, where we jump into some of the best nature has to offer and stick to the hits so you can get out there and explore. Today, we are heading to Glacier National Park in Montana. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to talk about my favorite hike here in detail in just a little bit, but let me first give you a quick rundown of this amazing national park. And if you want more travel-related content, make sure to like and subscribe. I hate saying it, I'm sorry, but I had to say it. Anyway, located on the western side of Montana, this park goes through the Rocky Mountains of Montana all the way up to Canada, where it borders the extension of the park, Waterton Lakes National Park. Together, these parks make up the first international peace park as it was designated in 1932. Not only that, this park has a gold tier for international dark skies and was designated a World Heritage Site by the UN in 1995. So telling you how amazing this park is isn't really spoiling a big secret. In fact, the secret of this park is very much out, with over 3 million visitors annually. To combat the crowds, the Park Service has implemented a reserve system for the buses and the super popular Going to the Sun Road, which, if you haven't been here, is one of the best roads in any national park that offers constantly spectacular views along its narrow, windy roads. Even if all you do is stick to a few thousand feet of this 50-mile long road, it gives you some chances to see some views that are unrivaled. But with over 700 miles of trails in Glacier, it's fair to call this place a hiker's paradise. I haven't hiked at all, and I know saying something is the most beautiful or best is completely subjective, but today I want to talk about my favorite trail in Glacier, and dare I say, even the best trail, the Highline Trail to Grinnell Glacier up the Garden Wall. There are two ways to access this out and back trail, from the Logan Pass Visitor Center or the Loop Trailhead. And I guess if you're lucky enough to get a bus pass or can hitch a ride back, you can make this a long one-way and drive back. Either way, be prepared to hike 15 plus miles with some significant elevation gain. And regardless of what you choose, it's important to get an early start, just as we did, as the parking lot will often full before sunrise.
It is 5:42 in the morning right now, and we are at Logan Pass parking lot. You have to wake up this early because that's the only way you're going to be able to get a parking spot here, and it is actually too dark for us to hike, so we are going to be waiting a little bit.
Wait about an hour. It's getting sunlight out right now, and we are about to hit the about 7.5 mile trail to Grinnell Pass on the Garden Wall, and then we'll be heading back the exact same way, back to Logan Pass Trailhead. So we're about to cross the street and get started.
We were immediately reminded that the park is full of wildlife, with animals like this deer, who is pretty unfazed by people, but also, when you are on the edge of a cliff, doesn't really have a whole lot of options. Oh, excuse me, dear, sorry to interrupt. Enjoy the grass on the mountain. And of course, those deer are a lot less intimidating than those enormous mountain rams who could do some serious damage if you get too close. Oh, and did I mention this park has over 1,000 grizzlies? We even got chased by one on the trail, but I'm gonna get to that later.
Hey, bear!
The first 6 to 7 miles of this trail is beautiful, and even though I'm not in the most amazing shape, the time flew by with its amazing views as the sun was coming up over the mountains. You truly get removed from civilization, and the Going to the Sun Road quickly fades away, leaving the trails and mountains as far as you can see. Did I mention this trail was beautiful? I feel like that's an understatement.
We're about halfway to the top. Stopped to eat some gorp, and it's getting kind of chilly, so we're gonna put the packs back on and head back to the top of the mountain.
It's at the end of this trail, with the crown jewel of the hike in sight, that things start to get a little rough. If you want to take a break, the Granite Park Chalet exists another mile or so down the trail where you can use a picturesque restroom or get some overpriced snacks.
Are you going to eat anything?
Just prepare yourself for this final unshaded mile-long climb that stands between you and the best view in the park.
So we just went almost 7 miles, just shy of 7 miles on the Highline Trail, turning right onto the Garden Wall Trail.
This is where it gets interesting, where it goes up for about, I think it's 0.7 miles, but it's you're going up the whole time, and it's going to be strenuous. Really, up till now, it's been, there's certainly been times, but it hasn't been crazy. This is about to get crazy. I'm way out of shape for this, but we're almost there. It's supposed to be the best view in the park, so we'll see. Oh man, I'm like only like 1/10 of a mile up this one. I can tell you, it sucks.
Got a little hot. I think after the 6.5 mile hike, it's easy. I'm too proud. No big deal. And then it's like a vertical climb.
This last like half mile is harder than the first 7. Whew.
The end of the walled garden trail reveals Grinnell Glacier, a 9,500-foot high overlook with miles of views in every direction, and stunning views of the largest glacier in the namesake park. We are here at the top of Grinnell Glacier, and it is absolutely stunning. There's a couple ways to get here, and this is essentially the back entrance to it, which gives us a glimpse into the glacier, which, it is the end of August, and it's still very much there. I've seen pictures of this on the internet, and it doesn't even do it justice. But even here, it's important to remember you are in a park surrounded by wildlife.
Well, we are at the top of Grinnell Pass, which is beautiful, but the second we got here, there's people that came here and said, hey, hold on, there was a bear that was following us, and we turn around, and right from the pass that we just walked, a giant grizzly bear started like stalking towards us. Hey, bear! About 15 people on the other side started to make a whole bunch of noise. They were clapping. They were, everyone was pulling out their bear spray and making air horn noises. Bear just kept steady and going along. It was not working to stop him. Luckily, he ended up going down, sliding down the ice into the glacial pools. Didn't bother us, but it definitely gave us a scare and elevated the moment even more.
So, spoiler alert, we survived and kept a bit more alert the rest of the way back to Logan Pass. So that's Glacier in a very brief nutshell. And there's so much to do in Glacier National Park, and the best way to do it is to go out there yourself. So go get your stuff and go exploring. This has been Fast Travel, and we'll see you on your next adventure. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the adventure and it inspires you to take some of your own. If you want more, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and check out some more from my channel. Thanks.